anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ ihe niile onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, or any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contribution. Please, each time you watch my video, go to the comment section and put down your comments. That is
all right. Thank you for your time. Welcome.
Welcome too.
Let me start by asking you about the general security before we come to the nitty-gritty one. Let me ask generally, what do you think has happened with our security situation in the country before we now start taking different places? What do you think has happened?
Structure.
What do you mean?
Structural imbalance.
How?
Well, when you don't have a proper structure on the basis of your agreement, it will not only affect security, it will affect every sectors. A country of multi-ethnic, multi-language, a country of population of about 250 million people. When you don't have a very good structure to run that country, you don't devolve power into the region, state, local government, and federal, definitely the issue of insecurity will arise in that kind of country. A country that their population is now up to 3 million can run unitary system government successfully, in as much that the ethnic nationalities of that country is now up to 10. But when we are having like 20 ethnic nationalities, with 3 million, you have to devolve power. So the issue of insecurity arises when we are deviating from our federalism in 1966. And when we are debating from our federalism, after 1 year, there was a civil war. The people that fought Biafran war, and even Nigerian army, we did not have an opportunity to monitor arms after the end of the civil war in 1970. And at the same time, we have moved from federalism to unitary. We have moved from regionalism to statism. By then, we started witnessing different type of high-profile crime, armed robbery. You will see, in 60s, you don't see armed robber going to the banks. But after Civil War in 1970, 1975, 1976, we started witnessing armed robbery in the banks. In our history, from immemorial, we don't witness armed robbery in Yoruba land before Civil War. What we witness is a theft. Somebody that's still chicken, ram, or yam in the farm. So as the population is growing, and the population is growing, we now devolve to statism. That was the bane of our problem in this country.
Let me bring you now to the regions that you mentioned. And let's start off from where, we are talking, the Southwest. You have been, for many, many years, an advocate of regional security. We're not just calling it regional security at that time. Being one of the co-founders of the OPC, which was very strong in the Southwest where we are now. And one will want to ask, did you think at that time when you were one of those setting this up, did you think that today will be like it is now which was why you participated in setting it up all that while ago?
Well, in 1994, the issue of protecting life and property was not part of our aims and objective of OPC when we founded it. But the community leaders realized the potentials that OPC have as a mass movement, and the organization that have members that can lay down their life because of Yoruba people. That was the time, on 1999, they started calling them that you as an OPC, you can secure us. Apart from fighting for interests of Yoruba people, we realized that you have the boys that can confront criminal armed robbers. And it started in mainland local government. In mainland local government and Ifo local government in Ogun State. That was how the issue of protecting life and property in the community started in OPC. Initially, our member was not being paid. They were doing it as a volunteer by then. But it got to a stage that some companies started engaging them. And the company decided, we will pay you if you can secure us. So that was the time it now become more commercial. And we realized that the government security agents were not convenient with the activities of our group in terms of popularity. And when we gauged the problem we're having in the organization, we decided in National Coordinating Council, the issue of security will not be coordinated by the leadership of the organization. Individual leader or members who want to involve in security should do it at his own business, his or her own risk. That was the reason that you will realize that we couldn't dip into the issue of security as an organization. And we don't want to deviate from the original objective of the organization. We don't want to deviate from championing the cause of true federalism. We don't want to deviate from the issue of promoting our culture and identity. And we don't want to deviate from foster unity within the Yoruba sons and daughters. And we are being very, very careful. We realize that the level of popularity OPC is gaining have overshadowed some of the aims and objectives of the organization. We now say that let's decentralize this. The issue of security of your street, don't bring it to the National Coordinating Council that will always hold every week. Anything that happens about your security, deal with it, individual leader and members. So, originally, issue of security is not part and parcel of our aims and objectives.
But now, it seems as if with what has happened subsequently, it has become not just part and parcel of the objectives, as if it has overshadowed virtually every other thing that is happening.
Well, unfortunately, it happened, and we don't have option. Apart from the level of OPC, when I now became Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, when I became Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò in 2018, I have no choice that issue of security should involve part and parcel of our activities. As the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, as the traditional defense minister of Yoruba land, you have no option. And you are fighting the cause of the Yoruba people. You have to move to what your people want from you. What your people want from you that give you more prominent and relevant. You have to move to it. Move into that kind of activities so that you can gain relevance, you can gain an acceptance. That was one of the reasons that we don't shy away. But we have saw a lot on the issue of insecurity. That was one of the reasons that we are being careful. Some people that don't know how governance work, that don't know that there is still law and order in a country. We are not in the stage of anarchy. When we are in the stage of anarchy, you can move and operate without the approval of the government. You can move and operate in any community without the approval of the Oba of the community. But when we have a constituted authority, like there was a statement that in the forest close to Ife, the terrorists have converged in that place, and anytime they can strike. Some people say, Are should have gone to that bush and drive them away and kill them. We were just laughing. Our antecedent did not encourage that. When you decided to go to some community without synergy with the police, without an agreement with the elders and chief of that community, you will run into trouble. Even though you have a very good mission, even though you want to sanitize that community or that street for them, or that landlord association, without the support of the landlord association. Sometimes it got to a stage, you have an agreement with the landlord association. When the issue becomes boomerang, the landlord association will shift. They will shaking out. You face your music. And that has given us a lot of negative image. Negative image. And Yoruba always say, Orukorere Osonjuwura ati Fadakalo. So we now realize that we decided about 5 years ago that anyone that wants to secure a community or area, you must have an agreement with the Oba of that community or the landlord association of that area. And you must consult the at least DPO of that area or area commander. When you have an agreement or synergy with this organ, you always have a smooth ride on disengaging criminal from that area. And at the end of anything that happened, they won't blame you. Because police as a security of government, when incident happen, the government and the people will listen to them first more than you as a private organization. And sometimes you that want to go and attack criminal, the police will turn criminal to innocent person, and you as a security organization will become criminals. So we know where we are coming from. I've been in this struggle, this 29 years. I started at the age of 23. 23 years, 1993. I was 23 by then. So if I don't know what I'm doing now, that means I won't know what I'm doing for life. So it's not about cowardice. It's about experience. Okay, let me give you another example. In the time of NSIS, we witnessed something like an anarchy similar to anarchy within 3 days. By that time, we were even defending government facilities. Because when we got the information, 22 police stations are burned in Lagos. Initially, I said, don't involve in this issue. Because I was not happy the way those protesters was being killed. I'm an activist. My background, I was an activist. So when I got the information that the way they were being mailed and killed, I decided that anything that will happen should happen. But after 2 days, I could not withstand the way the Ocean and the area boys took over the incident. Looting more, looting very commercial areas, and 22 police stations was being bombed. I now decided that I call a meeting online, go and defend all these facilities. Because if they successful bomb like 70 police stations in Lagos, and some in other states were in trouble after the end of this crisis. Because police have their role to play in terms of security. They are mother of internal security. No matter their shortcomings, sometimes we disagree. They are mother of internal security. And even we, as a freedom fighter, sometimes they always be an advantage to us. So even though we are fighting a cause, we want to change. We will not destroy our institution. When we destroy our institution, we destroy our facilities. We have to rebuild it with the taxpayers. We pay for it. So we're moving to support some local government chairman that they are burned about 3
really grabbed that ticket. But before even the contest started, he left the PDP. What do you think transpired? Was he frustrated out? Do you think he read the handwriting and saw this, or he felt he could push his mandate using other platforms?
You see, I told you about the attitude of most Nigerians towards the Igbo man. And that is the truth. No matter how they, even as they're watching me now.
No, it may not be the truth. It's just the opinion.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
It's the opinion, not the truth.
I'm coming. It's the truth.
Opinion is different from the truth.
As they're watching me now, they say, why is Dan saying this? But in their heart of heart, they know it is true. I repeat it. The Igbo man is the most hated person in Nigeria. For no reason. Somebody told me one day, I'm coming back to your question. I said, they don't allow people to come. They don't allow people to do business in their places. You run away because you can't compete with them. That nobody builds a house. I went to where and took a CFO and gave the man. I give you this, go and prepare the deed, let me sign. Go and build there. I say he doesn't want. You will not build it. Because you don't believe in the people. They don't drive you away from business because you cannot compete. Now,
you don't have influence of the governor. The Oba can call governor that I want a community security and I want Are to back me up. Where we cite some criminal in our forest, we want Are to back me up to flood these people out of our forest. By then, the governor will link the Oba with the director of the DSS and the commissioner of police, and the combination of the groups and the security agents will work together.
Is that happening now?
It's not happening.
Why?
Because sometimes the government Nigerian government did not realize security is not about government alone. It's about every citizen in that country. Every citizen have a role to play. Some that not part of the group like ours, they have access to intelligence, information. But sometimes Nigeria have fear to disseminate information to security because some of the security have turned to courts. Some of them, they are agents of criminal. They want to make quick money. By the time giving them information, the criminal will come to your house and kill you. But in terms of OPC have the confidence when citizens give them an information. They will put that information to the security. They will send that information to the security. And when we realize that security is becoming reluctant, we go to the media. And that was one of the reasons that we have to issue statements because we have passed many information to the security agents. They couldn't act. Sometimes they said it's beyond their power because they find the intelligence to the villa did not act. Okay, look at what the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly said. That they got an information that the DSS have written an intelligence to the villa for 40 times that they will attack Kuje prison. But they refuse to act. They refuse to act.
Your organization, your position is such that you are able to take intelligence, use it, or hand it over to those who you believe should use it. What has happened most recently with all the information that you have gone to release to media, that you have cried out to say, this is what I'm hearing, or this is what we are seeing? What has happened?
Well, we have many alternatives. One, I was one of the people that pushed for Amotekun. I was one of the people. If not, I was the one that started it from the beginning. That called the attention of the governor that we must hold Southwest Security Stakeholder Conference, which the governor did after 1 year, 4 months of the agitation.
You mean the governors of
the governor of Southwest?
Okay.
And at the end of that conference, the 27-man of committee that was established bring the word Amotekun. And when the governors were reluctant because of their political interest to even start the operation, one of their aides raised it and now pick it up with the press conference. And it became another struggle entirely.
to set up the
set up an Amotekun. He got to say, I have to write. I wrote open letter to the Attorney General, and I cite different references. ISBA in the north, different references, different organizations. I reference different organizations in every geopolitical zone. JTF in Borno. So we have the right to have our own Amotekun. And Afebabara cite different authority in our constitution. Many lawyers in the Southwest, our people in diaspora came on board. Even Wale Soyinka issued a statement regarding that. That was what led to Amotekun. When they were trying to legislate it, the open hearing, 3 state government invite me at the same time. I attend Lagos State sitting. I sent some of my chiefs to 2 states to represent me. That will show you the process of Amotekun. And the governor did very.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you. And remember this. Bye-bye. See you again.